Thank you, Mr. Chair, and thank you for a very interesting topic today. And let me welcome Commissioner Mueller and Commissioner LaFleur. And your expertise is very helpful in this discussion. And further, Commissioner LaFleur, let me thank you as a representative in upstate New York, in the Capital Region, and Mohawk Valley for your prior service before your commissioner status. It was much appreciated then and much appreciated now. Commissioner LaFleur, the pipeline capacity issues in the Northeast region appears to be a greater constraint on natural gas distribution than in other areas. We've had a lot of focus on that today, but primarily concerned about the Northeast. And are issues related to the siting of pipelines a constraint, or is this primarily a matter of needing to speed up the investments in natural gas infrastructure?
I think it's more of an investment issue. I mean, pipelines are harder to build in urban areas, but we've had a number of them built, so I have confidence that they'll be constructed if the investment comes forward.
And in terms of the investment, what, if anything, could be a response to that? What could enhance the investment opportunity?
Well, I think what ISO New England, I think they'll talk about is working on is ways in which to structure the generation markets to motivate the generators to build in more fuel security, so invest or increase their commitments to pipelines or other dual fuel commitments or other gas storage. We do have LNG storage in the Northeast, other ways of getting fuel security. So it's pricing the fuel security into the generation, I think, is the big response.
Thank you. And as utilities have reduced their coal-fired generation, we've seen reductions in carbon pollution from the energy sector. And increased natural gas generation is one factor in this drop of carbon pollution, but it's obviously not the only factor. So, Commissioner, would you agree that state-level renewable energy policies have helped to reduce emissions from the power sector?
Yes, I think they're driving a lot of renewable investment, including in upstate New York. As you know, if you drive up near Niagara Falls, you just see windmills as far as the eye can see.
Absolutely right. And as a result of their renewable energy policy, states like New York and Colorado and California are displaying a significant amount of renewable generation capacity. So to both commissioners, which state policies would you note have been the most effective in deploying renewable energy?
I think that renewable portfolio standards are certainly starting to be felt. We don't regulate it, but I'd point to Texas, but also other states. You mentioned upstate New York has a lot of wind. Some of the states have very effective small solar policies. States as diverse as California and New Jersey, which clearly have different weather, have very heavy penetration of home and business level solar, and the programs they have in place appear to be very effective at getting those done.
Congressman, I'm not really an expert on all 29 different renewable portfolio standards throughout the country, but I think the ones that have been most successful are the ones that have adequate transmission infrastructure to make sure that that power can move around from typically where it's generated to where it's consumed, and have the kind of flexibility that don't overly favor one or two sources.
So, and I would assume that the upgrades in interconnection are important in that regard?
They're vital, absolutely important, and it's usually difficult to site this transmission, so that's part of the challenge as well.
And to the policy area, which federal policies would you suggest have helped deploy renewable energy?
Well, certainly right now the production tax credits are having an impact on investment in that area. I also think federal R&D has helped bring down, as well as private R&D, has helped bring down the cost of some of the technologies.
Well, I go more toward market access and make sure that the transmission infrastructure is there to move the power around. And there are a variety of things we could talk to you later about that could promote that. We're doing an exercise at FERC Order 1000, which is an attempt to make the planning better on transmission.
Thank you. And, Mr. Chair, I note my time has expired, so I yield back.